Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Hello students, there is an announcement for you regarding the optional classes which we at RAU'S IAS are starting at Bengaluru and New Delhi Center. The optional paper of Public Administration will be taken up by Anubhav Sharma sir at the Bengaluru campus on 26 September from 3:30 pm. For the history optional subject, orientation class at the Bengaluru campus will be taken up by Parampreet Singh sir on 27th of September from 3:30 pm. And the orientation for geography as an optional subject will be taken up by Indrajit Bariyar sir on 27 September from 6 pm. So these three subjects will be taken up at Bengaluru Center. Shobik Sen sir will take up the optional classes for psychology optional at New Delhi on 28th of September from 3:30 pm. And this will be followed up by the orientation class of sociology by Dr. Surendra Singh sir on 28th of September from 6 pm onwards. On 29 September, the orientation class will be taken up for PSIR optional by Rahul Puri sir from 3:30 pm. Whereas on the same day, that is on 29 September from 6 pm onwards, orientation classes for the history optional will be taken up by Kritika ma'am and Mathimaran Raju sir. Next, on 30th of September, the orientation class for public administration will be taken up by Dr. V.K. Kaushik sir from 3:30 pm, which will be followed up by the orientation class for geography optional at New Delhi campus from 6 pm on 30th of September by Vineet Thaplu sir. Now these orientation classes will be conducted both online and also in the offline mode. And these classes you can interact with your teachers about the optional subjects, the nature of questions asked, and also the syllabus provided by UPSC.
Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Prelims Practice Session, where we discuss the questions based on the prelim examination from the Indian Express newspaper and the Hindu newspaper from the previous date. Today, we are going to discuss about the prelims related questions from the newspapers dated 3rd of October 2022. So without wasting any time, let's begin the first discussion. The statement of the Hindu newspaper was published on page 1st and deals with Jal Jeevan Mission. It says that 62% of rural households now have tap connection, which is a very good success based on the very recent launch of this scheme. Now, based on this scheme, let us go to the discussion of the question. In 2016, a previous year question was asked based on the government launched missions, and this was Mission Indradhanush, which is nothing but the immunization of the children and the pregnant women to prevent them from harmful diseases. Now, based on the Jal Jeevan Mission, we have a framed question. Question says, with reference to the Jal Jeevan Mission, consider the following statements. The first one is, it envisaged to provide the community tap water connection to all habitations in India. The second part of the statement is correct, but it is not community. It is each and every individual household which will be provided the tap connection. So not the community. The second is, it will include the extensive information, education and communication as a key component. This is a correct statement because information dissemination is an objective of the program. And the third one is, it will focus on drinking water supply and grey water treatment for the reuse of water. Hence, from the discussion, answer would be option B. This article of the Hindu newspaper published on page 2nd and talks about an important national level festival which is very widely and vibrantly celebrated in the state of West Bengal based on Durga Puja. Now, as Navratras are going on, Durga Puja has got the prominence because after 2 years break due to COVID-19, there will be a grand celebration of the festival. Previously in 2017, UPSC has already asked a question based on the local festivals, in which the correctly matched statement was option 1, Chalaiya Sahib festival is celebrated by the communities of Sindhi. Nanda Raj Jatra is celebrated in the region of Jammu and Kashmir, hence it is not the Gonds because Gonds are not found in Kashmir. Third, Vari Varkari is a festival celebrated in the Pandharpur by Varkari sect, not by Santhals. Hence the option was first. Based on the same, we have framed a question based on the Durga Puja. The first statement is, as per UNESCO, it is one of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This statement is correct. Very recently, Durga Puja was included in this list. The origin of the festival is traced to the state of Odisha and later being followed in West Bengal. This statement is incorrect because it is a prominent festival of West Bengal only and not Odisha. The last statement is, it is a 10-day festival of West Bengal. It is a festival of West Bengal but not of 10 days. It is not a Dashera. This puja is extended to 5-day festival. So here we have to identify the incorrect statement given in the question. So out of the 3, the incorrect statement is 2 and 3 only. So your option would be, so the correct option would be option B. This article of the Hindu newspaper was published on page 14 and talks about the recently concluded Swachh Sarvekshan Grameen 2022 awards. So this award is based on the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, in which there is an annual program to conduct a survey in rural as well as urban areas to find out which city and which village has been declared ODF, how they are performing, and what are the future prospects based on different rankings. Previously, UPSC has asked a question based on a survey, and this survey was conducted by an SSO in its 70th round with the topic Situation Assessment Survey of Agricultural Household. The answer to this question was option D, that is, all the 3 statements were correct. And based on the same, we should know that government-led surveys are important for the prelim examination. And on the same ground, we have framed this question on Swachh Sarvekshan Grameen survey. The first statement is, Union Ministry of Rural Development is the nodal ministry for conducting this survey. This would be incorrect because it is not the Ministry of Rural Development, it is the Ministry of Jal Shakti. The second is, direct observation has been allocated the maximum weightage of 35% among the criteria for ranking. This statement would be incorrect because direct observation, which is the on-field observation by the evaluators, is not the highest percentage given. The highest percentage is given to citizens' feedback and service level progress in the survey. So based on this, the answer would be option D. None of the statement given above are correct. This article is from the Indian Express and was published on page 12. The article actually talks about the detailed explanation on why there is a fast melting of Arctic ice and why there is a rise in the ocean acidification. Now, as the global warming is there, so it is obvious that there will be melting of ice in both the poles of Earth. And as Arctic Ocean lies on the northern hemisphere and it is part of the North Pole, there's a humongous amount of ice which is situated over there. But because of the global warming, there is a consistent fall in the percentage of frozen ice over the area. So based on this article, we are going to discuss the following question. And before that, we will look into that how UPSC has been asking question based on the climate change and the concepts of carbon. In 2018, the UPSC asked a question from the carbon fertilization, in which the answer was with respect to the increasing plant growth due to increasing concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere. In one of the options given in 2018, there was a discussion of carbon dioxide with reference to the increasing temperature of the earth. They have also talked about the acidity of the ocean. Now, the preparation for prelims in the UPSC should be based on even the wrong statements or the statements which were given in the question but they were correct. UPSC can pick up these statements and can ask questions in the next examination itself. On coming to the practice question, in case of melting of Arctic Ocean, which of the following would be the after effects? The demand of the question says that if there is an ice melting in the Arctic Ocean, what would happen after the melting of the ice? Now, there are 3 subsequent pointers. The first one is rise in the sea level at North Pole. Now, if you are well aware that Arctic Ocean lies in the North Pole of Earth, you will be in a position to understand that the moment a solid state turns into the liquid, that will increase the surface area. Hence, there will be a rise in the sea level when there is melting of ice. So, the statement number 1 would be correct. The statement number 2 says that there will be increasing the carbon dioxide in deeper water. This would be incorrect because melting of the ice takes place in the upper surface of the ocean. Hence, there will be increase in the carbon dioxide only at the upper level. The deeper carbon dioxide remains at the constant stage. Any change in the deeper CO2 will occur if there is a change in the animal or the plant kingdom. The third statement says that there will be the increasing acidification or the process of turning more acidification or the process of turning the liquid into more acidic will be increasing, and this statement would be correct. If you go through this table of pH scale, you'll find that the sea water or the ocean water lies around 8. Any value less than 7 means acidic and any value more than 7 means basic. So here we can say that any fall in the value of pH scale under 7 will lead to the acidification. Hence, the statement number 3 would be correct and the answer would be option C. This article appeared in Indian Express page 12 and talks about the tokenization scheme of Reserve Bank of India. As of now, the credit cards, debit cards that you use for your online transaction takes all the details of that card. From October onwards, this will be replaced with a token, and instead of the information, a token will be published. Now, based on this article, we have taken this question. In 2018, a similar kind of question was asked with respect to the money. Now, money, forms of money and its uses, and the regulator RBI is part of prelims examination's favorite topic from UPSC. The answer to this question was option B. That is, the legal tender of money is the money which a creditor is under compulsion to accept in the settlement of his claim. The question based on the article is, with reference to the card tokenization, consider the following statements. The first one is, under this, a code will be generated to replace the actual details of the card. Yes, this statement is correct. All the card details, including the CVV, will be kept hidden and it will be replaced with a code. All tokens under online purchase will be regulated by Ministry of Finance. This statement would be incorrect because as it is a matter of money and part of regulation of money. So the regulator for money market is RBI and not Ministry of Finance. The code number or the token number will be based on the details of card, the person who has requested and the device in use, and device in use includes the laptops, mobile phones or other digital devices. This statement is correct, hence the answer to this question would be option B. This article of the Indian Express published on page 9 along with many other articles which were published with respect to Mahatma Gandhi. Now on 2nd of October we have celebrated Gandhi Jayanti, and from the perspective of UPSC, Mahatma Gandhi is a very important topic. In the previous years, they have asked multiple questions with respect to the Mahatma Gandhi, not only in the prelims but also in the mains examination. Now, UPSC previously has been asking questions based on the Mahatma Gandhi and his associated life events. In 2021, they have asked that who among the following is associated with Songs from Prison, a translation of ancient Indian religious lyrics in English. The answer to this question was option C, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Based on the same, we have framed a question that which of the following literary work is associated with Mahatma Gandhi. See, the term we have used is associated, not only written. The options include Navjeevan, Young India, Indian Opinion, Hind Swaraj and Commonweal. Now, a person writing answer to this question can easily do the elimination method. Commonweal is the one which is written under any Besant. So, if you eliminate option 5, the rest of the answer would be option C, that is option 1, 2, 3 and 4 are correct, and all of them are associated with Mahatma Gandhi in his struggle towards independence. This article of Indian Express was published on page 7 and is based on Mangalyaan. The article says that no fuel has been left on Mangalyaan and even the battery of Mangalyaan has been drained. It has been over 8 years now that Mangalyaan was functioning across Mars, orbiting Mars for capturing the important information. Based on the same, UPSC asked in 2016 a question on Mangalyaan in which they have asked whether Mangalyaan is called Mars Orbiter Mission or not, whether India is the second country to do that and whether it is successful in the first attempt or not. The answer to this question was option C, because India is not the second country to do that. After US, many other nations have attempted the same. So based on Mangalyaan, we have framed a question for you. Consider the following statements. Mangalyaan of ISRO was launched using GSLV Mark III vehicle. Now this statement is incorrect on two grounds. The first one is, when Mangalyaan was launched, GSLV Mark III was still in practice. Secondly, it was launched using the PSLV vehicle being a less heavier satellite. The statement second is correct that Mangalyaan was launched to study the methane and neutral gas atoms over Mars surface. This was actually one of the objectives of Mangalyaan. The third statement says that this is India's first mission outside Earth's atmosphere. This cannot be true because before this we have already launched Chandrayaan-1. So based on the discussion, answer would be option C. That's all for today's daily prelims practice. Thank you.